everyone, my name is Shivani Tyagi, your philosophy and ethics teacher. So today we are going to understand what philosophy is. Okay, imagine that you saw some dream and it was like haunting you for days. And you know that that dream was so real, everything felt so real that it was with you for many days. And you shared it with your friends, with your family, but still it was not going out of your mind. Now what if I tell you that this reality, the world that you are living in, the relationship that you are building, the things that you are touching and seeing and using are also dream. So these are the questions that philosophy asks. Philosophy is basically asking questions, right? Whatever we are believing in, whatever we are going through, whatever we are understanding, right? These basically, they are like the reason. They try to find out the reason behind those things. So when we talk about philosophy, its word itself says philo, which means love, and sophia means wisdom, which says love of wisdom, knowledge. We try to understand the reason behind everything, that if something is existing, why it is existing, right? What's the reason behind it, right? Now philosophy means thinking deeply about life, truth, and the world using reason, logic. Everything is factual. There is a reason behind it, and we try to understand that question mark, right? So we try to understand reasons behind it. Then is ask questions like what is real, ask questions like how do you know what's true, right? If we are proving something, so basically we are trying to understand that what's the reason that we try to prove it. So these are the questions that we understand. When we talk about philosophy, we can understand it by as a tree. So philosophy is a tree where metaphysics is like it's like root, right, which is based on reality, right? Then basically branches are like epistemology. So it asks the questions, the knowledge behind it, the reason behind it, right? So metaphysics ask that what is real, right? And then epistemology try to basically understand that if we are believing this, like how do we know, right? What is the reason behind it? So this is epistemology. Then ethics, morality, the leaves. The greener the morality, the greener the leaves, the healthy with that philosophy will be, right? So these are the branches, these are the types of philosophy, right? So when we talk about metaphysics, it focuses is on reality and existence, right? And its question is that what is real, what is unreal, right? What we are believing in, what is the idea behind it. Then examples are like, does god or soul exist, right? And it asks the questions that, like, are you able to see me? Like, if I'm holding this pen, is this pen actually existing at this place, right? Or is there another world, the outer world, right? Like many philosophers said that there is existence of outer world also, the theory two world theory, which is given by many philosophers, right? So these are the types of things that we try to understand in philosophy and try to answer it. Now when we talk about epistemology, it focuses on knowledge and truth, as it says that how do we know about those things. As it was asked in metaphysics that what do we know, and it asks that how do we know about that, right? Like, can we trust our senses, right? There are lots and lots of philosophical examples of it also, that sometimes senses deceives us, right? Now ethics, logic, aesthetics, and political philosophy, these are another branches of philosophy where ethics focuses on morality and value, what is the definition of good, as different philosophers, western and indian philosophers, all of them believe that there can be like different definitions, and it can vary from person to person, community to community. The definition varies, right, of morality also. So logic, reasoning, and argument, it is always factual, right? And then aesthetics, beauty and art. What is beauty? Why do we find art beautiful? So what's the definition of beauty? And again, like ethics only, the definition of aesthetics can also vary. Then we have political philosophy. Questions like social injustice are discussed here. So doesn't matter from which academic background you are coming. If you are coming from commerce, if you are coming from science, if you are coming from arts, every and each student can learn philosophy. It's very easy and it's very interesting, because these are the things that we cover here. Now, let's understand metaphysics more in detail. So, metaphysics asks us that what exists, what is the true nature of reality, why does something exist instead of nothing, right? If we are talking about existence, right? So, will try to cover every what in this, right? So, let's take example that there was a king and there were like two boys, Dason and Kevin, right? So they were told to make a painting which seems very illusionary, but also it feels very real, right? So Dason, he makes a video, basically a painting, and that painting is of food. And because of that, it was looking so real, that food, that painting was looking so real, that birds thought, they tried to eat it, right? They thought that it's real, right? So bird got fooled from that painting. Then Kevin made a curtain, and he told king to remove that curtain and see the painting, but as he was trying to remove it, so he was not able to do it as it was a painting. So king got fooled by him, and so to this Kevin was declared winner, right? And to this he gives a reason, the king gives a reason, that I declared him a winner because he made my mind fool, right? So by this, metaphysics asks the question that what is illusionary, what is real, what is not, right? So this is metaphysics. Try to understand the reason, the reality, the illusionary part, right, of the world. As I gave you example in the starting only, that what if this world is like another dream of yours, what this is not reality, the relationship that you are building, the things that you are touching, the materialistic world that you are like dying for, right? There is so much competition to fit in this world that we cannot understand, right? So according to philosophy, these are the questions that we try to ask, that what if this is not reality? As this is said by orthodox and heterodox, like the differentiation I gave you in previous class also, who believes in Astic and Nastic, right, who believes in Vedas and not Vedas. So these texts, they also try to differentiate, right? So these metaphysical questions, they try to make us understand that there can be another reality also. This reality that we are trying to understand, this might not be the true, right? And these are the questions that it asks. Now, next, when we try to understand, ontology and cosmology and theology are part of metaphysics, right? So when we talk about ontology, I ask the question that what exists, and when we understand cosmology, it's universe origin, and then we understand theology, it's proven by God, through God it is proven, right? Now let's understand epistemology. So imagine that there is friend of yours and you goes to her home, and there is a candle, and you think that candle is giving you warmth, right? There is cold outside and you feel that because of that candle you are feeling warmth, right? So when that candle जब आप उस कमरे में जाते हो और वो कैंडल बुझ जाती है, तो फिर उसके बाद आपको लगता है कि उस कैंडल की वजह से जो वार्मथ आ रही थी, इट्स गॉन नाउ, राइट? एंड यू बिलीव बिकॉज ऑफ दैट कैंडल इज वेरी स्मॉल इन साइज, ठीक है? तो अब आपको लगता है क्योंकि अब वो कैंडल बुझ चुकी है, यू आर स्टार्ट फीलिंग कोल्ड, right? So this is what epistemology is, the study of knowledge, that how do we know what we know, right? So to this your friends ask the questions that are you sure that you were feeling warm because of that candle, right? So these are the questions it asks, that if you are believing certain things, are you true, like are you sure about that? So this is epistemology, that can we be certain about truth? And there is another example which is very famous in philosophy, the example which says that you basically enter in a room, right, and you see a rope and a snake, and while watching that rope, right, you assume it to be a snake, right? And when you basically switch on another light and you see that you were basically, it was like illusion, right? Because there were certain characters that you believe it to be a snake, it was not true, right? So what it tells you, so it asks you the questions that why I was feeling certain thing, what was the reason behind it. You ask that knowledge, doesn't matter if that knowledge is coming out to be true or false. The question asking that how do we know about that certain things that was proved in metaphysics, right, it was true or not, right, on what basis we are saying it. So there are another process of knowledge. First is sense experience, you are seeing it, perception is there. Then we have mind things, right, reasoning, our mind try to analyze it, start to understand that through reasoning, right? Then through knowledge is formed, through reasoning and through perception, through these two things are knowledge formed. So it is very important that when perception is happening, whatever you are seeing, whatever you're trying to understand, it should be valid, it should be proper. In first step there should be basically no wrong knowledge, right? Then same goes with mind things, as if perception will be right, the reasoning should be proper, and if reasoning is proper, the knowledge that will form, it will also be understandable and true. So these are the steps through the process of knowledge in epistemology. Now let's understand epistemology's other parts, the branches that we talk about. So there are three branches of it. Empiricism, that is knowledge by experience. As I said, that whatever you're experiencing through our five senses, if you are seeing something, if you are touching something, if you are knowing something through basically hearing, right? So these two senses tells us the knowledge, then this is through empiricism, right? Next we have rationalism, that is knowledge by reason. Reasoning is there, logic is there, right? So by, if your empiricism is there and you are trusting those basically senses and your senses are not deceiving you, right, then knowledge by reason will also be basically seen and it will be correct. Then we have another branch, that is skepticism. You doubt everything, you ask for proof. As Descartes did in his philosophy, he started asking questions, he started doubting everything. That's how he prepared for his philosophy, right? So what he did, he basically said, whatever we have learned before this, whatever philosophers said right before me, forget about it and start questioning, start asking questions on each and everything that you see. If you find single doubt in that, if you find another question mark in that, then that particular thing is wrong. And to this he comes with another basically thing, which is I think therefore I exist. Cogito ergo sum, which says that I think therefore I am. There is only one thing which cannot be questioned. He says that I am the one who is questioning these things, and this, there is not a single thing in this planet, on this earth, on anyone's mind which can question my existence, which can question on anyone's existence, because we are existing here, we are questioning everything, right? So this is skepticism, that you doubt everything and you ask for proof by questioning it, right? And this is what Descartes did. So Descartes was basically skepticism, right? His thoughts were skepticism, right? Now there are different types of it also, as we have discussed. Now to understand it, example, I know fire once because I touched it. Now by touching it you are knowing it, right? Through your senses you are knowing it. That is empiricism. Now when it comes to nationalism, it says that even without touching fire I can reason it burns, because you have seen it, because you have understood it, because you saw someone doing the same thing and he or she felt the same sensation, right? Then we have skepticism, which says that can we really trust our senses, right? So these questions, basically these doubt is skepticism, is skepticist. Now metaphysics versus epistemology, understand these things also. So it focuses on reality, right? And this epistemology focuses on knowledge. It questions that what is real, and it questions how do we know. This difference we have done, and the types also I have explained it to you, and I hope that it is clear. So when we talk about philosophy, I'm saying it again, doesn't matter from which background you are, it is very easy to understand, it is very basically interesting to understand. And my classes, we discuss with examples, we discuss with cases, we discuss with today's reality, and it becomes more interesting because discussions are there. In my classes you will not be quiet, there'll be like two-way conversation. I'll be also speaking, you'll be also presenting your thoughts. So this is what you are missing in your philosophy optional. You are missing my classes, you are missing discussions. And also I'll basically request you, I'll tell you, I'll suggest you to start writing and analyzing each and every newspaper that you see. Try to imagine yourself in that position and try to analyze it. It will help you not only in current affairs but writing philosophy exam also, because the more you write, the more you feel, the more you analyze all those things, it will help you to build your character only, it will help you to write answers also. So I hope that you are doing it as I've explained it to you in my classes many times, and I'll be coming with more videos like this.